Welcome back to Stage Dive. I am very proud to announce that we have a special limited series coming at you for the month of August this year. I'm hosting and producing a show called The Making of Denver Legends at your mom's house on September 1st, right here in the city. And we have 5 amazing artists who are performing with me. We have Ason Yugen, Binta Zang, ReSrface, Ego and Friends, and Malcolm Wise. As I do in the podcast, it was really important to me that I share the stories of these artists before I got them together on stage to actually perform. And so I sat down and I interviewed each one of them. And just like all of our guests, they were insightful, they were thoughtful, and there's so much beautiful texture to their lives and to their journeys that we don't get to see until we take the time to ask these questions. So I'm so excited to share their stories with you. I'm so excited that I got to sit down with them. And most importantly, I'm excited for you to get to hear these stories and then come to see them perform on September 1st. Pa.
We're going to start with something real tough. Pizza or tacos?
Oh, no. Why would you do that to me?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I just ate some pizza last night, too. I'm taking tacos.
Tacos. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Any particular kind of taco?
Barbacoa.
From?
My house or Famous Amos?
Okay. Do you cook or does someone in your house cook? Okay.
I do cook. Yeah.
Much respect. I love that.
I got some sushi chef training, back in the day.
Okay.
I can get down. In my wayward artist life, I was a chef.
Yeah. Picked up some knife skills along the way. I like it. What is your most used emoji?
The strong arm. I think it's like I'm trying to make that my emoji, I don't see too many people using it, so it's like it's tough. Like when the bars are tough. The strong arm, that's my new one.
Claimed. I love it.
Yeah.
Either what celebrity do you think you most look like, or what celebrity do people tell you look most like?
Currently? Oh, that's a tough one, man. Before I had the locks, it was like Troy Polamalu or Crazy Bone. Post locks?
Yeah.
That's a tough one, man. You could say Earl Sweatshirt, but not really.
That's super interesting. Okay.
I don't have one, bro.
Okay.
I mean, what's in your opinion? I'm not going to get offended,
That's a great question. I'm trying to take the hair out of it, and actually just go by the structure of your face. But it's also it is here, it is present. We cannot deny that this exists. It is part of the whole look. Yeah, I hear you. There just aren't. I can't think of that many black men with long hair.
Unique. That's how I feel about it.
Branding your own emoji. You got your own look. No lookalikes. I'm here for it. I love it. Last one. What is the most embarrassing fashion trend you ever participated in? Where you look back and you're like, I can't fucking believe I did that.
Oh man, it was like when rap was going rock for a second. Party Like a Rock Star. I don't know if you remember that song.
Oh yeah.
And everybody was rocking like skull shirts and wallet chains but still Air Force Ones and stuff. I was like, what are we doing right now? There's still like big stuff, like big shorts or whatever. I'm just like, yo. Yeah. I look back and I'm like a half Jerry curl. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
Oh my God. Just grabbing from the buffet line, like, oh, some of this.
Exactly.
Some of this.
Living in Hot Topic and shit.
Yo, that's fucking hilarious. All right. When did you start making music?
I started out DJing first.
Okay.
And I could say, shoot, that went way back to like 2006 maybe.
Wow.
And like I would take around like my little iPod Nano and these little Logitech speakers, and I was in orchestra, so I would just like during our concerts I'd be in the practice room like, yo, let's get this party cracking real quick. And that translated into college, and I was like DJing off a little netbook when Virtual DJ was out. No turntables, no nothing. So that's about 2010.
Okay.
And then actually recording probably about like 2015, and I've been at it since then.
Yeah. So you had a long time in the game.
Yeah.
So like, I'm curious, when you made the transition into being an artist, like how did your time as a DJ inform how you showed up as an artist?
I don't know. It's just like DJing is like always going to be necessary, and it's a good tool and a good skill to have to navigate this industry and also meet people and support other artists. And just balancing that out, it's just some days I'm supporting people, and then some other days I'm just stepping out from behind the table. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, shoot, I didn't know you had it like that.
That's beautiful.
I mean, there's a lot of careful listening over the years, you know. I've curated a lot of, like, shows in DJing. So, yeah.
What are some of the things you think people either don't understand or get wrong about what it means to either be a DJ or to be in the practice of DJing?
I think sometimes people get into that either you're playing what you want to hear and not really like feeding off the energy of the crowd, or you might come in with a set. That's ironic to say, a set, you know, like, so you're not going to deviate. You're not going to like feel the energy like, oh, I'm playing all this trap stuff right now, but the women are sitting down, you know? Or you're just like a jukebox, you know? So it takes some skill, it takes some blending, it takes some beat matching, it takes some like, let me cut the drums out here, let me throw these vocals onto this because that'll sound really cool and change the energy of this whole song, but it's like nostalgic and it's gonna make people like resonate with that. So yeah, not getting into like, this is my playlist and I'm gonna play this music for you.
You mean that ain't it? That's fucking crazy, bro. That makes a ton of sense. So you started as an artist, like that sort of journey in 2015. It's now 2023. How would you describe your evolution as an artist over those 8 or so years?
Dude, like starting from square one, like I remember back in like 2nd grade, like we had this little rap group and like people were like, I think we all named each other after the weather or some shit like that. And my friends were like, nah, bro, you can't rap. I was like, man. And so all the way then I was like, man, I can't rap. And then one day my friend was just like, yo, you want to hop on this track? And I was like, cool. But that journey, I guess it's just like knowing that it's never too late to pick up something that you're passionate about or evolve, like, because this is another pillar of hip hop. So it's like DJing, if you want to pick up another pillar, I don't know if I got the graffiti skills like that, but maybe one day, you know? One day? Yeah. I'm not finna like spin on my head and break dance just yet. So I was like, this seemed like the most logical step to like step out from behind the tables and like actually use your voice and use your words and hear your perspective, because you've been curating and like been like an archivist of hip hop for like years. So like, you know how it's changed, you know how like over time what messages have come out, either some watered down or what we have to choose from, what's mainstream. Like you see all that because you're going through hundreds of songs as a DJ. So it's like, you might as well throw your hat in the ring because you can hear what's out there.
Yeah. Like I've listened to your latest project a couple of times, and like there's a lot of storytelling, which I love because that's a style I super resonate with. But I also feel like there's a lot of social commentary and a lot of like, we can't stop talking about these things, that like there's still a problem. These things are still happening, and like we're not done. Like we have not reached the finish line. I'm like the words come into my head, which are not the right words, or like, where does that come from? I think I have a sense of where that comes from, but like, what keeps you motivated to continue to return to those topics? Because I can't, like, those can't be the most fun records to write, like, because there's some element of like pain in your humanity in them.
I think like it comes from like two things. It's like, one, I feel like the job of an MC is to report on the times, be like what we're facing. You can talk about like that fun night you had out, like it's kind of like what organic on the project is like, but also you have to bring it back to reality, because like you're you know, to me, I feel like if there's purpose driven, you have to like lay out a message. You have to give people something to either grow with or resonate with, just something of substance sometimes, because this is something that you're going to lay down and it can last forever. And it's like, okay, I remember, so somebody pulls up your project. Okay, what year was this? This is what they were going through as the human race, or, you know, human beings were going through at this time. So learning from history is like, let's not repeat our mistakes, or let's take from this, build on this, because maybe we're still facing these issues 10 years down the line. I hope not, but And then also, you know, having my partner is like, I hear the backlash of what she experiences, be it, you know, comparison on social media or men in general. Like, there's just so many things that like I hear from her, and we bounce ideas off of each other. So it's like two halves of a whole, just like, you know, taking this perspective of the world. And it's just like, you got to capture that and report on the times. That's what our job as artists are.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm curious, like, you've now been an artist for a very long time. Like, what type of support do you find most nourishing? Like, what do you feel like you need around you in order to stay in a creative space?
I think just, you know, like-minded individuals who are not only mature, but like want to progress and love that sense of camaraderie, love the sense of unity, love the sense of community, and want to uplift that, because, you know, we can build on our own, but it's just like, as you can see, we're here today because, you know, you had a vision and you believe in all the other artists that are surrounding this event. And it's like, we only uplift each other. So it's like, you know, there's no competition at the top. We're all collaborating up here. So that's how I feel.
Yeah. Yeah, 1,000%. What part of your story do you wish more people knew or understood?
Part of my story. I don't know. I don't come from a musical household, you know, like, so, you know, there's a lot of people doing first generation things. I think this is like first generation going after your dreams. Like, I feel like a lot of, like, within my family is just setting up the next generation for success, or making sure we're in a stable neighborhood so that your children feel safe, your family feels safe, or you're going to a better school than, you know, your previous generation had to go to. So I think from that, it's just how taking risks in our generation is, you know, you're not going to get it out of McDonald's or nothing like that. Or you don't want to wake up 10, 20 years from now and be like, yo, I should fucking did that show, and that could have, you know, it only takes one chance, like one situation and one opportunity to like project you forward or land that million or whatever. So it's just like, coming from a generation that's taking risk, you know, I want people to know that I'm not having any help as far as like, you know, family help. Like, we're here chasing dreams and like making them, you know, reality. So that's what it is, taking that risk.
Yeah. Do you ever feel any internal tension about like taking the risk versus like continuing on that idea of like, how do I set up the next generation?
No, because I know that if I do this, this will set up multiple generations.
Facts.
And that's the goal, is like, because I want to be able to, like my future generations to be able to have that safety net to take risk and fail. And like, yo, that didn't work out, but at least I had the opportunity to learn from that experience without worrying about like, yo, I'm finna be homeless tomorrow.
Right.
So yeah, I wanna set that up.
Yeah. When you allow yourself to step into like the dream place, like what do you actually see in your mind's eye? Like, I think we all want to blow up, we all want to make it, blah blah blah. But like, when you actually see in your mind's eye what that looks like, who's around you, where are you, what kind of things are you doing? Like, what is that dream at? Like, what's the texture to it?
That's a loaded question. I think I'm looking to create like community that extends beyond the borders of like our country. And so like, for example, when I was in Thailand, I'm seeing Def Jam Thailand, and there's Thai rappers from Def Jam out here, but under the umbrella of something that started in New York.
Right.
So it's like, but I want to like, Open Refuge is my brand, and so it's like I want to create artist spaces, like artist residencies that also last abroad. So it's like, yo, I want to get out the country, but I also want to like, you know, make music and pursue my art without feeling like, damn, I got living expenses and things of that nature, to kind of connect the world under whatever medium of art that you're trying to do. There's a lot more to come with that after that, but just that's like the tip of the iceberg of like my plan, is like to create this like perpetual like haven of support for other artists and creatives to, like we said before, take that risk.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
What inspired the name Open Refuge?
I don't know, man. It just like popped into my head one day. It's like because we want to be open in like our emotions and be transparent. But it's something about an open door versus a closed door. So it's like if it's open, you know, like you can come over. I have an open door policy. Come through whenever, you know. And the refuge is like, nah, you're safe here, or you're safe to pursue, you're safe to fail, you're safe to win, you know. So like in the refugees is like, you know, escaping something possibly traumatic, something possibly that held you back, you know, social constructs, whatever. So that's the refuge. So together, Open Refuge. And this is the symbol right here behind my hair, you know what I'm saying? So that's the brand, and it's coming, and we hope to build more and create a very strong community behind it.
Yeah, super dope.
Yeah.
What about either the Denver music scene or the Denver hip hop scene in particular are you really enjoying right now?
Man, I'm enjoying like the like the friendship for one that comes between other artists, the just like desire that others have to see each other win. Like it doesn't feel like a competition. You know, and like it feels like, yo, you put out an album. I'm so happy for you. I'm finna stream that shit right now. You know, like, oh, I saw you drop that freestyle online, bro. You're killing it. You're crushing it. Like, it's just a lot of support that wants to build the city and make it. So it's like I feel like it's about to like, it's on that cusp of popping. You know what I'm saying?
It's starting to vibrate.
Yeah,
you can feel
it.
You
Exactly.
can feel it.
Exactly.
Is there anyone in the city you haven't collaborated with yet that you really want to collaborate with?
Yeah. Malcolm. If he's still
Who's in the other room?
Right.
Motherfucker.
Make a song with me, fool.
Oh, man. All right, cool. I got 2 more questions for you. So, like, this is a different question than the dream question, but it's related. Like, get a little existential for a second. You have passed on. Your body is no longer here. Your legacy remains. What do you want that legacy to be? Like, how do you want to be remembered? No pressure.
That's all the pressure. How do I want to be? I want to be remembered as a transparent, genuine, honest person who amplified the energy in the room, said what he felt, wasn't afraid to say what he felt, and created opportunities for so many other people, and wasn't in it just for himself, to have like others stand with him, not like behind him or things like that. He cooked bomb ass food. He loved his dog. And yeah, this was like a joy to be around. Nothing crazy, nothing superficial.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Occasionally known to dress nice.
It's got a nice fit.
You know?
Just saying. It's got a nice fit. Yeah. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Last thing, anything that's been like on your heart, on your mind, just something that like has been kind of bubbling up in you that you just want a space to share. Can be related to music or not.
Man, if you know people in music, stream their shit, share their shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's that simple. Like, pass it on to other people. If you're in a coffee shop and music is playing, or somewhere where music is playing, suggest your friends stuff, because it only takes one person to walk through there. Other than that, nah, man, there's some wonderful people here, and I hope Denver gets its shine real soon.
I think it's coming.
Yeah.
Dope. Appreciate you, man.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure.
Thank you again for tuning into this special episode. Again, this is all leading up to our performance at the Making of Denver Legends at your mom's house on September 1st, right here in Denver, Colorado. You can get tickets from the link in the video description below, or you can reach out to me personally. I would love to see you there. Thank you.